Welcome to the Halo Combat Evolve walkthrough on Legendary difficulty for NextGenWalkthroughs.com. I'm Sword of ForumsExtreme.com, and this is the 8th level of Halo, 2 Betrayals, Part 1.
Which means that any organism with sufficient mass and cognitive capability is a potential vector. Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
Splendid, shall we? Unfortunately, my usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol does not allow units with my classification to perform a task as important as the reunification of the index with the core. That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer. Odd. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Cortana.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on now. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the Flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off!
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once!
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you? Oh!
Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough! The Flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Is it true?
More or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the Flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go. Right now.
Last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
That's not going to happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
Look out!
So even before the cutscene ends, I start moving to the side and charging my weapon and get behind a barrier. And then you just want to wait until the sentinels stop moving. If they're moving down or to the side too quickly, you're going to miss. So you want to wait till they slow down and then come out and give them a full blast, and one blast will kill them.
We can't let the Monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring, and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. A starship's fusion reactors going critical would do the job. I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant BattleNet and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo.
So what I do here is before the door is even open, I've switched to frag grenades. And then I throw one that almost skims the ceiling but not quite that high so that the frag will blow up in the group of grunts and take a couple of them out. Then I use normal shot from the plasma pistol and fire at the grunts and the elite. But I stay outside of the doorway for the purpose of not drawing attention from the sentinels, and let the sentinels target all their fire on the Covenant. And then hopefully I have enough left in my plasma pistol to have a few large charges to be able to use against the next group of Covenant enemies to come, the 2 jackals and the elite. And then all I'm doing is picking up grenades and a new plasma pistol and getting ready for the next part. Now the key here is to open the door, go back near the second shield. You want to throw a plasma grenade just over the door as it opens in that corner, and generally you'll take out both elites with one plasma. That didn't happen here, but that's generally what will happen. Either way, they'll be damaged quite a bit, so you'll be able to take them out fairly easily. Then I quickly try to switch to frags usually, and throw a couple of those where the jackals and the grunts are. And sometimes I've taken everybody out with like 3 grenades and I don't even have to fire a shot. That didn't happen this time, but that's what can happen. Then I just use whatever weapons I need. It's better to move forward instead of backwards and actually stay behind the large doors that open. And that gives you a little cover and you can pop out and still be close enough.
I haven't located the crash site yet, but we need to buy some time, in case the Monitor or his Sentinels find a way to activate Halo's final weapon without the Index. The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of 3 phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the Monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time. I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device.
So all I try and do is stick the first 2 elites, or at least get the plasma grenades close, and then, however I need to, shoot the other Covenant enemy on that level, and then just move up and get the weapons up at the top of the tower. What I like to grab is usually the sniper and the pistol, all the frags, and of course you have a health pack. Now you can come back up here. You can grab your shotgun if you want and get reloads for the pistol. I'm not going to do that just because of time, but it's a very good idea to do that so you have more ammo later. And if you want the shotgun, you can grab it. You don't need it at this point, but some people might like it. So what I like to do here is come back on the side, and then you can shoot the jackal usually with a pistol, and then use the sniper for one of the elites. I like to get the elite with 2 shots. It didn't happen there. And then I like to stick the other one and do what I can to conserve ammo on my sniper for when I'm down at the bottom. But sometimes they're a little tough to get. He got some good air. Now I like to switch to the Needler because there's some elites that are pretty far away, and they're easy to get with the Needler, and that way you can conserve your sniper ammo. These 2 elites are usually right here, and they're easy to stick. So I continue to take out the grunts and jackals with a pistol, and then I use the Needler for the 2 elites that are down in the dark. And this is how you can clear all the enemies on the ramps on the way to the control room. And that's about it for part 1.